Okay, so it's Rick and Chris, co-founders of Silicon Halton. This is I think our third founders meeting, and we meet every month to chat about what's going on with Silicon Halton, where we're heading, where we want to head, all that sort of stuff. So what we're going to do now is we're going to tell people, members, anybody else wants to know what we're doing, what we discussed, and some key things that we want to share with everybody. So Rick, what are some of the things you want to share?
Yeah, well, one of the first things is we kicked off our CEO peer-to-peer last month, just over a week ago. We had 6 CEOs come together, and the discussions that came out of that said we are perfectly on the right track for that program that we're putting together. We've got some other CEOs who want to come out, they just couldn't make it for the first event, so it looks like we're going to end up with about a dozen Halton high-tech CEOs to get this program started. And we've done some blogging about that. You can check our website already on the blog, and we got another blog going up shortly. And what I found was personally invigorating was there's a really interesting discussion thread happening right now on LinkedIn on the top 3 reasons why you want to be part of Silicon Halton. And it's holy mackerel, like I can't come up with that stuff. It was the members themselves saying, I want to be here for this, that, and the other reason, and I found it a huge shot in the arm. It like overcharged my batteries almost to a dangerous effect.
And shout out to Carla from Toki for doing that, for starting that conversation.
And we met with Haltech last week. That's the Ontario Network of Excellence 1 Research Innovation Center, RIC, that is starting up in Halton. So we met with their ED and the local ED from Halton, and we're not quite sure where that's going just yet, but you know, we're starting to talk, and it was a good conversation, and that's going to evolve.
And John Davidson from Regional Halton ECDEV was there too, yeah.
And yesterday I met with Hamilton's RIC, the Innovation Factory, to see the successes that they've made there. They're much farther along. They've got physical facilities. They've started a CEO peer-to-peer as well, and a startup peer-to-peer group. And they have, one of the things I like is they have lunch and learns running every month now, is another one of their initiatives. And so we're trying to find out how we can work together as well to create and expand this community.
And we're going to promote those
we're going to somehow figure out a way to promote those lunch and learns as well.
Yeah.
Because, you know, it's valuable to our members also.
Yeah, yeah.
So those are my 4 things, Chris.
Okay, so let's flip it over.
Flip it over.
So getting a little close, because I'm not sure where the mic is on there. So the things I want to talk about is we're going to introduce this new program around producing content and conversations based on what the community is interested in knowing and talking about. So essentially what that really means is we're going to put together a public editorial and conversational calendar where we think there's specific topics that we should blog about, we should talk about, we should cover. But we're also going to ask members to contribute to that editorial schedule. So this is really important because we think we know what people want to talk about, what we should blog about. But what matters most is what the members want us to blog about. And we're going to ask members to produce that content and blog about it and start conversations around things that really matter to them, their jobs, their companies, the region, et cetera, et cetera. You already mentioned the meeting with Haltech. I thought it was very, very productive. We're looking forward to continuing to have dialogue with Haltech to figure out how Silicon Halton can be involved in the process of making the RIC a success. One of the things that was really cool today is we came here for a founders meeting. It's once a month. It's always at Artisanos where we started Silicon Halton, so we've got a lot of history here. Is we talked about Silicon Halton creating the opportunity to bump into people that we know are members who are in high tech and live and or work in Halton. And the idea behind the name Silicon Halton is, wouldn't it be nice if it was like Silicon Valley, where you actually walk into a coffee shop and you know who started Facebook. You know, there's the guy, the woman that started XYZ company. So today we walked in and there were 2 Silicon Halton members here. Phil Newcomb, who's a VC consultant. He'll consult with companies and tell them how, show them how, and train them how to do a really top-notch pitch to get funding. So we met Phil. We had a great conversation with them. In fact, there's going to be a picture on the blog post summarizing this founders meeting of Phil and Rick together. And then I also saw Mark Hickson, who works at Navantis, He's a Microsoft Unified Communications specialist. So I got to talk to him about it. So that was very exciting. And I think that's all I want to cover. So we're looking forward to the next meetup, which is coming up on Tuesday. We've got meetups scheduled for June and
July and
August already. So the momentum's there, and we're starting to sprinkle a little bit of gas on the barbecue to get things going even more for Silicon Halton. So thanks a lot, and hope to see you soon.
I think it stopped. Nope, still going.